I had my two-tone bracelet out, and I thought, let's start with one of my two-tone bracelets in the next part of my series and the ending of my other one. So I'm going to show you every bracelet I have over the next few weeks, and it's going to take a while. But this is my two-tone gold bracelet. It's got one charm on here that is not Pandora, and it's a charm that is made in England, and I think it's Lowe's, I believe. And it's got three types of gold on it. It's got white gold, rose gold, and yellow gold on it. And that's between my frog and my cushion here. It's really very, very pretty, and it's very hard to see right now. And I have a couple of gold Pandora charms, and my pink ribbon is one of them. And that's a story time to tell. That was a cool find. I seen an ad, a pink leather bracelet, and it was, I think, $35, but it was so far away. But it had the pink ribbon charm on it, and for some reason, everything that was going on in my life at the time, I wanted the pink ribbon, not to represent me, but to represent people that I cared a lot about that were being challenged. They're fine now, but still, I wanted the pink ribbon charm. So we went all the way up into Vaughan, up into the country where there's horseback ranch after stable after stable, and I pull up, and it was late at night, and the girl said, "Here you go. I won it at a riding competition. I just don't want it." And I gave her the money for it. I really didn't look at it because it was, my husband and I were pretty much just out for a drive that day. And we were in the Mustang, and it was a beautiful summer night, and we were just chatting all the way till we got back into Toronto. And then the lights in Toronto, I look at the Pandora bracelet that I instantly put on my wrist with the I think it was a single pink leather. And I looked down, and it's not silver, it's gold. And I went, I didn't even think that it would be a gold charm. Sure enough, it's a gold charm. I have no clue why she let it go at that price. Totally thrilled. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting from the ad for it to be silver, and it blew me away to the point where I contacted her and I asked her, "Are you sure you want to let this go?" I emailed her back, and she said, no, I appreciate you coming all the way up to get it, and please, good is good. I was thrilled. So that was my cherished one Pandora gold charm for the longest time. Okay, so that charm, the pink ribbon charm, was almost when I seriously started hunting. I didn't tape that. I didn't even think about taping that. I just thought, wow, I've bought a few charms, and the stories have been absolutely touching. Everybody that's sold charms has either bought them for somebody and it wasn't their thing, or they've got a memory attached to it and they no longer want it. So I thought, wouldn't that be cool if I could just film buying Pandora charms, because everything is so interesting. The people that are saying these stories are just so interesting, and they're always happy that the charms got a new home, and it was really, really touching. So we kept collecting that summer. I didn't film anything, and we came across this engagement ring. And it was the same thing. A girl wanted to let it go. It was a past experience, and she was done with it. I got it. I love it. And I was totally shocked to a week later come across this beauty, which is this beautiful piece that a very sweet lady that lives close by here bought for her mom, and her mom passed away and she wanted to get rid of all the charms. She had jewelry to represent her mom, and she was letting go of some of the Pandora charms. And this was a really, really expensive charm. But my husband bought it for me. It was close to my birthday, and that lady touched my heart. I didn't film her because it was too personal, and the story she told me was heartbreaking. But I remember her, and I appreciate her selling that to me. Okay, my princess. I've actually gotten a few of these, and they were just they just came on bracelets that I bought that were full, and I always thought they were pretty, and I just love the charm. It's beautiful. Actually, that's another one that my husband said go ahead and buy, because that'll be your Mother's Day present or a birthday present. I want you to have that one. All right. Okay. These family trees. They're here, and they look probably a bit much, but they're not. They kind of mean a lot to me. Both of them were bought at separate times, and both of them were bought pre-loved. One bracelet I ended up paying, I think, $45 for, and that charm came on it with about 8 others. And I just ran when it came up on pretty much Facebook Marketplace. And that was the first time that I basically did hunting. And it was during the day, and it was by myself. And I promised I would not go Pandora hunting without Dan after that, unless I knew the person that was selling it, because that was kind of chilling. It, don't know, it just wasn't a bad part of town. It was just a vibe I got, and I bought it, and I just knew Pandora hunting had to be with Dan and I. So we have 2 of these because Dan and I got married 15 years ago now, and it symbolizes as 2 families coming together as one. 2 separate sets of roots, but we're all a family. And that includes my mom, his dad, brothers, sisters, and all our kids. And that's why I have 2 family trees on this charm. It's for my girls and for my stepson. It reminds me of 2 separate trees, 2 separate families, but we're one, because the middle's his family. All right, that's what that's all about. And I've been asked, can you sell one? But I can't, just for that meaning. Okay, on to this beautiful Pandora's box. This one doesn't really have much of a story, except the same store that I bought the 1B. It was in Port Hope, I believe. It was a little jewelry store. These ladies were sweet as can be, and they weren't gonna be in the Pandora business anymore. So that was one of the treasures I bought. It was on greatly reduced because the store was liquidating the last of its Pandora charms. So I was lucky to pick this one up, to later know that it's so hard to find. That charm is probably one of the ones that I wanted the most, along with the Princess and the Pea. Haven't been able to find that one yet. Really want it. Really can't find it. Okay, on to the next heart. This one I love. It's beautiful, and it pretty much balances out that beauty there with the rhodolites, except it's just got the little gold center and it's perfect. Okay, this beautiful gold spacer has blue stones. This one is a cool story. This came from a bracelet with all these spacers pretty much. I think all but 2 of these spacers came from this one lady that was in Kitchener-Waterloo, I believe. And she sold me a bracelet packed full of charms. And it had William and Kate's wedding charm on it. I'm going to have to show you that. It's on my blue bracelet. It had that and all these gold charms and another charm. I think one of these gold clips on there, yes. And that was at the beginning of it, and I thought, I'm getting a really, really good deal. Well, I did. I think it was like $70, but this was like way over 4 years ago. I was excited, and that got me into two-tone Pandora for sure, because that pretty much filled up a two-tone bracelet. I did have 2 of these clips. I lost one. I don't think I want to say the story, but I know I had this bracelet way too packed, and that was probably one of the causes of it. But live and learn. I'll find another one day, maybe not, but I always check my clips before I wear my bracelets. Okay, the Heart of Pandora. Love it. And there is a little Clouds gold spacer there. I really can't remember where I got this, so I don't have a story to tell you on that one. This coin purse, I know I ended up buying on a super crazy good sale at the outlet of Niagara-on-the-Lake. It was a crazy good deal. I think that was $32, and that was nuts. I don't even think I've seen that change purse since then. It's quite a few years ago. All right. This heart one, I think I got this at New to You, that cute little shop that I go to all the time, and that was a good deal. It's been a while since I've been there. They usually give me a call when they have stuff. They haven't had a lot lately. Well, they have had a lot, but they've had stuff that I already have, and I try not to buy the same charm again unless I need it for a gift for one of my girlies. I really, really try not to buy the same one. I think the only reason why I bought the Queen Bee a second time was because it was different. And I love her, and I just couldn't leave her there 2 months ago when it came up. It was just like, I know she's going to be relived, and I have to grab her. Okay. This blue little flower. This came from a bracelet that I bought off of a lady in Burlington. Sweet, sweet lady. I think they were downsizing. And she didn't wear her bracelet much at all. And it came with this one, with this family tree, and this special spacer. I'm gonna have to leave the name in the book. It's done by the company that makes all the royal rings in England. It's from England, and it's by the jewelry company that makes the royal rings. I actually did look this spacer up, and it's rose gold and yellow gold, and it's 18 karat too. This spacer is like 495 pounds. That's crazy, but it's there. It probably shouldn't be there between 2 charms, but it is. I have a royal prince sitting beside guarding it, so that's good. Okay, this two-tone bracelet.